deadline,
We
and
haven't
then
done JBHL tonight in so long that we have to go back to last week's games too.
why?
I mean, we don't have to, but I mean, if we wanna,
I don't think we should. I think we should just do the JBHL tonight. What happened in today? You know,
That is true. That is true. All right, let's do
DJ.
JBHL tonight.
Cool. You want to start off with the games?
All right, tonight's games but they were Lions versus Oceanic, which ended in a 6-1 Las Vegas win after Wimuski forfeited in the second period.
We'll talk about that forfeit and potential solutions
Ramifications.
later. Yeah, ramifications later on in the show.
4-0 Aces win against the Huskies.
Yeah,
Will be glazing himself in that portion of the show.
I'm
And
glazing myself right now.
4-3 Atlanta Armadillos. Overtime win. We'll definitely be talking about that one soon.
That one's probably the most, I'd say, the most interesting of the games. But let's just start in order. I didn't watch much of the Oceanic versus Lions. That's what they are. The Lions game. I didn't watch much of it. All I know is that they had newer names, and these newer names came in and they hammered Oceanic. Lions obviously have one of the best coaching staffs in the league. It's not like a new thing to figure out, but like they're teaching different players new tricks, and I mean, while you hope they learn positioning, they might already have learned that, right? I'm not in there, not teaching them what they are, but learning mechanics is a pretty damn good way to build up a good spine and a good skeleton for becoming good players, at least non-level players. Which having non-level players in JBHL will have you compete for the championship every single year.
Exactly.
I think the biggest thing to bring from it is the forfeit loss part on the Oceanic. Of course, they got one goal. I believe it was scored by Golden Hunter. And then I believe halfway through the second, maybe in the second, start of the second. I'm not too sure on the time of it. The Oceanic forfeited and left, leaving a 6-1 victory for the Lions. And I'm truthfully going forward. That forfeit has playoff ramifications, which is the big worry about it. You look at that and you say, "Wow, if the Lions would have got a third period, is the score 8-2? Is it 9-2? Is it 9-1? Is it 9-4? Is it 6-5? Or is it 6-6? Does the Oceanic come back somehow and win 7-6?" I mean, these are like obviously hypotheticals. It could have just stayed a 6-1 game, but these what ifs. There shouldn't have to be what ifs in an important playoff race for two teams, the Mingos and the Oceanic. I don't know. What do you think about forfeiting halfway through the game?
I just don't get it when there's still plenty of time to come back, honestly. There's really no point to it.
I mean, yeah, to me it's just like you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't, and it shouldn't be allowed, right? Like, you started the game, you had enough skaters, you simply forfeited because you did not want to play.
I will move back from my job because our other host is here. Child toucher himself, TJ.
Okay.
Jesus,
I thought we weren't doing this, he says.
Jesus.
Alright. What I miss?
We're basically talking about Lions getting a forfeit mid-game, Oceanic forfeiting their game, which to me I'm not a fan of because it has playoff ramifications. I didn't watch the game, so I don't know what time.
I feel like they even had their starter goalie Jessica win right when they forfeited, so I felt like there could have been something there. Sportsman Memes played amazing, almost beat out the Lions last time, and they just
he's been
left
good
it
lately.
right when he came. What?
He's been good lately.
He's been very good.
He's been serviceable. He's been
you can rely on him.
He's played top 5 goalie for some of these games. Like
beating out the Lions, if he didn't lag versus the Lions, I think the Oceanic would have won that game.
Definitely
that
could have,
level of skill.
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like he got in, and I mean, they could have definitely have scored 5. I mean, it maybe would be hard, but they could have cut definitely a little bit. Like they could have definitely like gotten more goals off or something. I don't think a goal would have been scored on him.
So
Yeah,
I feel like let's talk real quick about the playoff race, which is really heating up, and it's mainly one matchup, and it's Oceanic Mingos that it's really heating up. As of right
Mhm.
now, the playoff picture is looking like Nordiques versus Oceanic first round versus, and then we have
Nordiques or
Dillos,
Aces likely.
You never know. The Dillos could be
Dillos
the
versus
Nordiques.
Huskies for the
Dillos
upper,
versus Huskies, I
and
believe, is a
Lions and
confirmed game
Aces
now.
right now
No, it's
currently
not.
have the first round bye.
If Nordiques lose to Armadillos on the 9th and
Please,
Nordiques
please,
also lose
TJX,
to Lions.
please,
Okay.
Chia,
Yeah, yeah. No, if
please.
it's not confirmed, it's not confirmed.
Yeah.
That's.
He just said it was confirmed, so I just
I thought it was. I might have had my math wrong, which is
Yeah.
definitely possible. Um, yeah. I mean, I think Oceanic. We'll talk about the trade deadline later, but their team's definitely weaker than they were earlier today, and going into a pretty intriguing first round playoff matchup. It looks like it's going to be one of two teams who ended up selling a player at the deadline that'll get in. And it comes down to the wire, right? I think Mingos might be facing the second worst team in JBHL right now.
And
Huskies.
As Danielson said, honestly, TJ Rex sold those two big
Hmm.
trades that they were supposed to do.
I would have
Okay,
loved to
What
see
I
a
do? What I
Shug.
do? What happened?
you sold on those two big trades that you were supposed to do.
What two big trades?
Do I need to spell them out for you, buddy?
Yeah. What were they?
Shug and Golden Hunter.
I
Trade.
never had it. I tried this trade with Chug, and then it was like,
Yeah, you
it was
can't. You're
like,
not pushing, dog.
and then it was Golden Hunter for Smart Griffin, and those are two very equal players.
Yeah, and that's because you're a loser. Alright, so like I was saying. Joking, we're totally serious here.
Yeah, big playoff implications today. Even if you look back to the games yesterday or 2 days ago, yesterday, the Aces versus Portland Admirals, the Aces could have clinched, I believe, the second seed, and even competed for the first seed with a win yesterday. But they ended up giving up that regulation loss to the Portland Admirals.
Okay, I feel like we should start. We should start on the games again. I kind of got us off track. I feel like we should do the.
I feel like we
games.
covered the Oceanic game pretty well. We
Yeah.
can go to the Aces versus Huskies game. I mean, there's not much to say. They didn't really have a proper goaltender. The most handsome player in the league ended up putting two goals and one assist.
Oh, yeah.
But in reality, it was a very it is a game
Hattie?
that just goes to show that I think the Golden Hunter edition that the Aces made, like the Aces have depth. I think do their highs reach as high as the Lions? Probably not. But are they as deep as the Lions? Probably.
Well,
I think.
that sounds kind of weird, but okay.
I mean, I guess.
I think Aces with their trades that they've made, they could totally do something. I feel like they improved their team
Absolutely.
so much with the trades at this deadline day.
Yeah, I mean, it comes down to if Golden Hunter is going to get around to playing.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I think that's. Who the fuck
Alright,
is DD?
guys. I think we should probably talk about the big game today. Atlanta
Yeah, let's talk about
Armadillos
the.
versus Huskies, and I know TJ Rex is gonna stroke
Huh.
himself and say, "Oh yeah." Oh, I meant stroke his ego. Stroke his ego and say, "Oh yeah, our team did the best." But really, this was an interesting matchup, honestly.
Yeah, this was an interesting match. I'm gonna be for real. I mean, I have
Huge,
to
yeah.
The
say.
Huskies kind of showed that they are not down and out.
I don't know.
So
I don't
Cam
know.
got
I wouldn't put it
fired
like that.
according to TJ Rex.
I would
What?
not put it.
I don't
Cam
know
got
what?
what?
That means. Danielson, I don't know what means that he got fired or something like that.
Chat.
And
Let's not.
I
you know
think.
what? JBHL tonight needs to be more like a board. So
I
introducing
think.
Golden Hunter to the board if he actually joins up.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, Golden.
How you doing?
I'm
Plus, he
gonna
has
take.
disaster line changes. Says Cam got fired because
Yeah.
of his. He has disaster line changes. True.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Cam was coaching up a stinker,
Yeah, I think there's some important things to come from that game. Do I think the Huskies are good? No. I think they have two good players and a lot of potential players.
I-
Pearl showed today that they might develop into something. They had some decent
Yes.
chains. Tendy was good, but in reality, it was more of the Dillos couldn't get a save when they needed one, and the Dillos kind of crumbled. But they also came back at the end to win in 5 seconds in the overtime. That's pretty good.
But let's be for real here. Okay, hear me out. The Dillos for some reason had Winter, Raw, and Net, which I didn't. I mean, not the Dillos, the Huskies. Which I
Yeah,
don't.
that was weird.
That was really weird. I feel like Tendy had a lot better game versus who they play the first. Like
I think Tendy played way better than they played in the
Tendy
first
played
game.
so good in that, and they just took him out the third period, even during that game that they had.
I think
Did
one thing
Little
to
Fizz
note.
not play for the Huskies?
No, Little Fizz did not show today. I think one thing to note is Tendy was probably the best skater in that Dillos Huskies game, in my opinion. I think they played really well. They got a lot of chances, a lot of crit chains. Points wise, obviously, Smart Griffin would be the other top star of the game.
I think off. I don't even think he was the best off the. I think Peralta played really well.
I think Pearl had less good plays, but the plays that they shown up in were like super smart plays. I think that one goal jumping into the play
played really good.
Like pretty good stuff.
We had a Sue, like you saw him, right? Sue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? He got dropped by the Huskies.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Definitely a bounce back game.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sue played oh, bro.
All right.
Sorry.
So we talked about that. Let's talk about the playoff picture. Playoff picture is currently looking like some people have already heard me say it, but I'm gonna say it again. Nordiques versus Oceanic on one side, and Dillos versus Huskies on the other side. As of now, of course, this can always change. And Lions versus Aces, with a Lions win on, I think it's
Lions versus Aces.
No, Lions and Aces have buys.
Yeah, Lions and Aces buys. With a Lions win, I'm pretty sure tomorrow is when the game is. They would solidify winning the Bruce Taylor Trophy, the regular season champions, because they would.
There's a chance the Nordiques can catch them.
Yo, wait, I have a question.
But the Nordiques can get the second seed. It's honestly just depends.
Do the Dillos try to lose tomorrow or in the 9th? Because we don't want to face the Lions second round.
Tanking it would be kind of dumb.
Sorry.
Something to think about.
Say that again, sorry?
Let's think about this though. Last season we didn't have as good of a playoffs because let's not lie, the Aces and the Mallards, the two teams that were expected to be in the playoffs again and in the finals, well, they were in the same side of they ended up in the same side of the bracket. So this could happen again where the Nordiques and the Lions are in the same side of the bracket, meaning one of them is going to come out on top and make it to the finals. So that only depends if Nordiques loses out, basically. And
I don't think they will, but you never know, right?
Dillos are a tough team, and
Hey, you never know if Oceanic's going to pick up.
It's kind of funny, but I'm praying every night that the Dillos will win, because Lions versus Nordiques, Lions can definitely win that one. I'm not hesitating that they won't win that one.
They had a 2-0 victory over them.
But the Dillos, though,
and they'll be without Catholicism Ross.
Come on,
Sorry.
man. I need the loss.
Dillos just need our players to show and be good, like be ready. I mean,
well, you need to coach them to be ready.
I do. I have had trouble the past couple of days having time to be there for this scrims beforehand.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's just positioning a lot of the time, I think, with the Dillos. I think you watch that Mingos loss they had. That was a lack of good positioning for every one of those goals. Maybe except for the Super 5.
You need to stop, bro. Why did you say he doesn't coach, he hides kids in his basement?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Is that true, TJ Rex? Get a comment?
It's true. I gotta admit it.
Okay, let's go to the interview portion, I guess, for a little bit. But
I don't know. I think there's some other stuff we can.
Golden.
I think we should. Okay, yeah.
How do you feel? You've made your trip from Rimouski all the way to Alaska. It's a bit of a long trip. It's cross country, across Canada. How
Yes,
do you feel?
I'm great. I feel great. It's been a long trip around the JBHL map for me this season. Started in Quebec, got traded to Atlanta, then got traded to Alaska, then traded to Rimouski, and now I'm back in Alaska. So I made my fair share of trips this season.
What are your thoughts about being back in Alaska where you really did like it, hopefully? Please.
Well, uh, I'm very happy to be. I think I said it before when I was up here on the stage before JBHL tonight, but I Alaska was the ideal location for me if I had that feeling Rimouski wasn't going to be able to compete, and sadly that did happen. But I'm just happy to be on a competitive team.
What's
in
kind
the
of
playoffs.
crazy to me is
No,
the fact that
Bud, it's my
I,
interview.
oh my god,
Woof, woof.
give me the fucking floor for a second to ask.
Alright, so like I was saying, no, that's just mean. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Basically, what I was gonna go with is, like, what's kind of crazy from my thoughts on the situation at hand is that Oceanic have had a really good chance to make the playoffs, and then you still ended up getting sold for what I think to be a not great return. I like SCP. They haven't really shown up lately, from what I hear. So, is that really worth it? I don't know.
Bro, I can
Um,
say something on this. I can say something on this. Wait, can I say something on this?
No.
Eggcat actually DM'd me about that trade afterwards and said, bro, I don't even care anymore. I'm so fucking annoyed at the shit game and the shit commissioner. I try to veto a trade. Can't do that because I confirmed it. Mingo's confirmed trade after. I hate this bullshit in the server. I'm fucking done with it.
Why is Bro
yeah.
TJ
I-
Rex of all people?
I don't
My-
think he meant to do the trade.
I mean, maybe not. Basically, my bigger question is, why do you feel that Oceanic weren't going to be a contender with you and Shug?
Well, with how our Nam team is playing out right now, I have not been playing well for Nam, and German Goat did tell me that there's a good chance I don't play for the rest of the season. So I won't be going in Elge, but Shug will. Shug has played great in the games that he has shown up to, and he's going
Yeah.
to continue to play. So with Shug going in Elge and how the roster is currently built and everything like that, and then the Mingos trades falling through, there just wasn't much there to make us competitive when it comes playoff time.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Alright, so Golden Hunter, what's the feeling? What's your goal coming back to Alaska? What's your goal? Why are you here? What brought you back
Why
to
are you
Alaska?
here?
Win a cup. So that's
The
the
trade.
main.
Mentality behind it.
That's the goal. The goal is win or nothing else. I don't have any other thought in my mind that we're not going to win a cup. That's the only thought I have right now.
Armadillos. Sorry.
Alright, TJ Rex, you're getting sent back down.
No, please. Alright,
But
TJ.
yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
mute him. Oh, but there it goes.
I do have them as a. I do have the Aces now as a top 3 team after their performance today. Not just because they've been playing pretty dominant, with the exception of that Portland lost, obviously. More so because I think the Dillos have dropped off, and I don't think anyone else has challenged for that third spot.
what?
For the third spot. Third, TJ Rex. Third.
Especially
second.
if Alcy Jack doesn't show up for the Dillos, they definitely are a much worse team.
Well,
And
and
he
that's hard to
hasn't been
judge
very
them on too,
active.
right? It's hard to judge a
And it's
team
also hard-
based on who hasn't shown.
Well, if
I feel like
Alcy Jack's girlfriend and Alcy Jack doesn't show up, then it's toast for the team, you know?
I thought Alcy Jack was 5th man.
What else is weird is
I feel
think
like
they
the
have a great
Dillos were like
core.
undefeated
V6
with Alcy Jack.
V6 is really
What?
good. Chaotic Lemon's very good. Smart Griffin's pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel like that team should not have had
Griffin is
a
good when he
4-3
isn't,
victory over the Huskies, you know?
When he isn't
Yeah, the
teleporting
thing is-
across the ice like an
yeah,
that's fair.
Enderman.
His sucks when he teleports everywhere, dude. This guy,
Mhm.
his internet
I
is so
swear to
bad.
God, this guy teleports across the ice like an Enderman, dude.
Oh my god!
then,
When I was commentating that game with Beyblade, right after the server had just been brought up after the update, everyone was just like stopping and swinging at nothing, especially like Smart Griffin. It was so funny.
Bro,
Dude, that-
even Luke said in chat, Smart, like everybody else was lagging, Smart Griffin was really lagging.
yeah.
But,
Dude, he should. This guy walked onto the ice and got a penalty because he was lagging so badly that it just didn't update for him. And when it did update, he just walked so far off into the ice.
alright, so,
Lost us the
the
game.
next person I'm going to interview, Duma TM.
Yay!
I was actually gonna say I should kiss boys. Go ahead. Oh.
So Duma TM. How does it feel to come to Alaska after a long flight from Detroit and just absolutely dominate on the Louisiana Huskies? It's
Feels good.
Not me eating Reese's peanut
It's-
butter right now.
Sorry, I'm also chewing on ice.
That's bad. Bad.
Don't say that. I know. It feels good. I feel like
You're on ice.
yeah.
Oh my god, that's the best thing that you can possibly
Thank
do.
you. Thank you.
I love chewing on it.
Oh. I feel like with the Aces, there's a lot less pressure for me to perform, which sounds weird because they've won more and they're going to be in a playoff situation. It's hard. It's hard to be obviously left Detroit on great terms. If I could play another JBHL season, I'd sign there day one. But the other the thing about it with the Aces is I kind of was just welcomed in. They're like, okay, well, you're gonna play with probably Mav, Kaz, and then it's like, oh well, Duggington might not be there immediately, so you'll probably end up playing with. You'll probably end up playing alongside Legal for this one, and then I got the first two periods, and I might have been the first shift. Scored a. I'm not gonna say any of my goals tonight were pretty. I think when I tried to do proper mechanic stuff, I did fail on it. I had multiple opportunities for nice Super 5 attempts, and I just flubbed. It just didn't work out. But I still ended up finding a finishing touch. Legal and I combined for his 11th point with a goal as well.
What are your thoughts on the possibility of a Galaxy Hockey line, or Galaxy Hockey Little Galaxy Hockey line?
I think it might be the most dominant force in the entire JBHL. I think they could compete with non-HL level and even some BHL level lines. I think with
Yeah.
with how their chemistry could end up being, just
Oh my god.
two lovers, one line. It's something you just don't get to see. It's
Alright,
magic.
buddy.
Love is one line. That's great.
Duma, you almost made me choke, dog.
That's something you
That
don't
is not
see.
my job. That is the other Galaxy's
That's
job.
Galaxy is 15 years old. Please do not make these
One
allegations.
lover's one. Two lovers, one line. Something you don't see. Oh,
That's absurd.
oh my
I'm
god.
sorry, but Little Galaxy Hockey is already in a committed relationship with JJ.
That's
McCarthy.
disgusting. Oh.
Very true.
With
Oh,
TJ
it's
Rexy,
It's
yeah.
disgusting with
And
JJ
Beyblade
McCarthy.
11.
Have you seen
Unironically,
JJ
though, I really like
McCarthy, dog?
I really like the Golden Hunter trade.
Yeah, that trade was very good. So Duma, what's the chemistry you have with Legal? Honestly,
I mean, it's not great. We both are hungry forwards, but when we first started we did a pre-scrim before, and basically, if I'm in a situation with two forwards, I like to play the rotating. One guy rotates in, one guy rotates out. No one's really committed to one line. One guy can play face-offs, whoever wants. It doesn't really matter. It's not more of Legal shtick, which fine, it's fair. I'm not gonna fault him for it, but he decided he wanted to just stick to the back end, and if he had a good opportunity to join up in the rush, he would, and it ended up being a +3 line tonight, so
all right.
I have no issues there.
So my next question: what is your thoughts about changing your name to Big Galaxy Hockey?
Okay.
I think in reference to my penis size, it might be a little bit.
Alright.
little bit-
Man, we're gonna cut him off there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he can't be telling those lies on stream like that. That is not allowed. We all know Duma is part of the Tiny Penis Club, the TPC.
I was gonna say it would be a little false to call me big, but Just
Guys, I think we
immediately.
should do a rankings of the teams in our.
I have my
Honestly, God, I
rankings.
thought TJ Rex, knowing him, I thought he was gonna say, do a
Hmm.
ranking of the team's
Okay.
penises.
Okay.
Oh right, Aces.
Dillos, I'm sorry.
Delos is like shriveled up. It's a little small.
Okay, dude.
No. Cold water, doesn't help.
It's a bit racist
Mhm.
too. I don't know.
I think
how
that's more of a
racist,
dumb
but-
thing.
The Dillos one is a bit racist too. I don't know how though.
So team
What?
rankings. I will
Okay.
go
Should I start or you want
I
to
think
start?
we all have the same top 3, right?
Lions.
top
No.
3.
Maybe not
Lions,
TJ. Lions, maybe
Lions,
Aces.
Nords, Aces.
I
That's what
think
the top three.
Lions, Aces, Dillos.
I
Wow.
think you're understating how good the Nords are. That
I
being
mean,
said,
Nords are good, dude,
I-
but they're not reliable.
the one thing with the Nordiques that I haven't gotten to witness fully is I don't know how their mechanics have developed through the season. Like
I don't think
I know
they've improved
Slav was
that.
good at the beginning, but Slav also played Portland. We've seen that most players with any half decent mechanics can put 7 up on the Portland Admirals. That's why I'm
The Alaska
sad I
Aces.
missed the game. Except for the Alaska Aces, I don't know what
We
happened
haven't
there.
really seen the Aces
Tank
play
got
with
way
their new
better,
lineup
too.
either. What if it's like really bad chemistry? I feel like it's just hard to say.
That too, right? You're
Yeah.
going into the playoffs without any chemistry, potential chemistry. So I think we should see a lot of team scrims. I wouldn't be surprised if whatever team gets knocked out of the playoffs stick around
What? Wait, you wouldn't
for
be
scrims.
surprised
For
if
scrims.
okay. Yeah, I mean, personally speaking, I think if the playoffs did start today, you want to hear my predictions?
How do you guys feel about the news that Chokington is
No?
planning to
Okay.
choke on?
Wait,
Who-
you can do
Who sent
that?
him
Yeah,
down?
one sec.
Who sent Galaxy down?
Wait, I didn't even know you could do
I'm
that.
back up, gang. Why would you do that, TJ Rex? TJ Rex being a naughty boy
What?
as per usual.
I can't send you down. I literally can't send you down.
It was Duma. I think Duma did it.
Yes, it was Duma.
They do not have rules for
Guys,
that.
guys, Duma, you're gone, buddy.
I gotta go in a bit, guys. So let's wrap. That's.
Oh, he didn't
Keep
come
it
back.
moving.
Oh no. Oh, he came back.
But he almost
I
lost his
get-
toast.
Buddy thought he was almost toasted. Oh wait, Buddy thought he was toast. I meant.
Who do you think are
Wild.
really
Even
playoff
if I
contenders
toasted
going
in
into
the
this?
chat.
Who do you think are the playoff contenders going into this? That you could see winning.
Aces, 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 aces.
Honestly,
Actually.
Aces, Lions, Nords. I think those are the 3 the contenders. I would be surprised if it's not a combination of like 2 of those 3 teams in the
You
final.
don't think the Dillos could make it?
Eh,
The
unlikely.
They would
That could be-
really
have to
have
get
to
a hot
get
streak.
hot. They would like I don't know. It's a little,
turn it
a
around
little
this season.
streaky. Well, if Kolikov plays well, then I could see it happening.
Mm-hmm. Dude, who's Crunklin? Okay.
Sorry, I'll be right back.
All right, Galaxy.
My bad, gang.
All right, buddy.
Smart.
My bad, gang. TJ Rex, why would you do that? You know you're not allowed to do that.
Okay, bro.
Do we have
Now
anybody
we can
else you
actually-
want to
we can-
interview?
We need to actually get to the interview and smart people part.
I gotta go, guys.
Alright.
I'll talk to you guys later. See you.
TJ.
See ya, TJ.
Uh,
Rexy,
let's. How
Rexy,
about we do?
Rexy
Let's
Boo,
interview Tex. Let's interview
Rexy.
Tex.
Sorry.
TJ Rexy Boo.
Anyways, are we back to the rankings of teams?
No.
Sorry.
No, we're gonna interview
Hello.
Tex. Hello, Tex.
Oh, what's text want?
We're interviewing.
We're in
buddy.
the interview part. We've been in the interview part
How-
for like
but
30 minutes.
how much wood
but,
could
like, we
a-
got distracted like 12 times. Guys,
Alright.
we're also gonna interview Zaz Pixel.
He's gonna
Who?
provide some great
Who's
insight. I think.
that?
Texty, you're a goalie, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Tex is a goalie. He
You're
started.
on
today.
Oceanic, right?
Yep.
Now,
And you let 6 in?
Tex, I have a question. I have a question.
I let 5 in.
Tex, I have a question. What do you feel about the comments Duma recently made on the on his full 15 podcast recording when he said, in quotes, Text literally sounds like the note emoji if it was a real person.
Did I say that?
Yes.
I did not say that.
Yes, you did,
That sounds
bud.
funny. That's goofy as fuck,
Yes,
though. That's
yes,
funny.
you did, bud. Dude, Zaz, I can't drop the game. I'm not on the right operating system. I'm not dropping you the pirated version of NFL Pro 2. You can wait, bud. Alright, so back to what we were saying. Text, how
You
do you
know,
feel about your recent performance?
I don't think it was the best. I think I could have done better. And, you know, that's
Obviously,
just
you
from
could've
a.
done better, but like, provide some analysis of what went through your head during that game.
You know, I was just scared. I kind of wanted to do better than sports when we went up against Lions the first time. So,
Is that? Hold on, I'm trying to think of this. Is that because you've been benched the entire time, or not benched, but you've been playing player instead of your normal position?
yeah.
What the
Yeah.
fuck are you doing?
Galaxy,
like
can
I
you
s-
knock that off, bro?
Okay,
Oh
yeah,
my
I'm sorry. I'm
god.
sorry. I need something to do with my hands, dog. I need to like find a pen or something.
Alright,
Whack it.
buddy.
I got a pen. All right. So like I was saying, what do you like feel right now? I mean, you've been trying to leave Oceanic, but you still have yet to leave Oceanic, and you can't leave Oceanic, and you kind of in this thing where you can't even. Your team isn't looking great because they got rid of Golden Hunter, aka Little Galaxy Hockey. So
You're gonna mention that as much as you
yes,
can.
I am gonna mention that as much as I can. At your demise. Alright.
You know, I don't think it was the best decision, but you know, we got Bank, I think. But
What's your confidence
or wait,
in
was
your
it
team?
future considerations?
What's your confidence in your team?
You know, it's lacking now because we just lost Golden Hunter. But you know, maybe a 7 out of 10. No, maybe a 6.
Well, Shug
think-
Shug is possibly going in Elge, most likely.
Maybe.
You know, Shug, can you just skip like all your non-games?
Um,
That's
Do
'cause
not
he's
think-
doing good, and
I think
Golden Hunter's
the
doing bad.
more obvious
I am.
question here that needs to be asked is, like, how's the locker room doing? It seemed like or not eggs, or
Yeah,
egg
Eggs
cat,
on
whoever.
Toast really is not
Egg
doing
Cat.
good.
Yeah, egg cat was not in a good spot. Let's say wasn't like happy.
You know, we didn't go in the locker room after that loss, but
Yeah, in a bit fizz.
yeah, I don't know. It wasn't the best VC we had. You know, it's
I mean, not even after
Kinda
the
depressing.
loss, like after the trade, after like it seems like the Oceanic has given up on the season, which with a team who's technically in a playoff position, why would you? I question your management's decision to do what they done. Like obviously there was that rumored trade in place again with the Mingos that never went through. No one tried to talk to the Huskies about going for Wintra. Like, there's some good players on the Huskies.
To be fair, you can also ask the same thing of the Mingos, who at the time were also right there in the playoffs.
Yeah,
I
but
mean-
less so, right?
Yeah, I know, but like,
Then that 7 goal differential difference. There was they just lost 7-0 to the Nordiques. So there's a bit of difference there.
I feel like teams are just so afraid of like the Lions and being in that same bracket that they'd rather start building towards next season if
That's
they're going to
fair.
get the last seed instead of trying to buy at the deadline, go into the playoffs, and then all be for nothing, losing in the
well,
first
That's
second
fair.
round.
I don't get why people is like you said, like rebuilding toward the next season. You can't rebuild toward a season when you don't even know you're gonna be the owner next season. Which,
That's true.
but
You
that-
can develop
like,
players, though.
No, Golden Hunter is right though. He is 100% right, but it doesn't make logical sense to to the owners to like the Mingos and Portland Admirals. What are you developing them afterwards for? Like World Juniors, where they won't even really like. Are you gonna be their personal coach from now
Well,
on? Like,
For sure. I don't think
there's no
some
future
ownerships
season,
like
you know?
I don't think ACAT will honestly get ownership again in this in this JBHL for a few years, probably a few seasons at least.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't.
no
I think
offense to them, but
I think if there's
like,
3 people I could take out of like ownership, not even 3 people, more like 1 or 2. Let's see, who are the owners again? I just gotta double check so I don't look like a fool. Quake TFA. I don't know what this guy's doing. I think he made a mid roster, and his mid roster has been doing still mid. The Oceanic. Basically the Oceanic is probably not even gonna be in the season next season. It's probably gonna be replaced by the Caribous. So
I
What
think
is the
those.
Caribous?
you're still up here.
Yeah.
Forgot to send you back down. My bad, game. All right, so and then I don't think Finn Hockey's owning next season.
I think that's a personal decision. I think if he wanted to, he would get in without a doubt.
I don't think Finn Hockey or ISO. And then
I don't think they want
I
to.
really don't think
But yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all for me. I think that's the 3 people. If I could take out of ownership, I wouldn't mind taking out of ownership. Mainly Eggcat, but I wouldn't mind taking out of ownership Quake TFA. He has cared really nothing about his players, and he's just kind of like told them, yeah, go out there and play, and then kind of just hasn't led them on and hasn't helped them at all. Kind of just is like, go out there and play, you got this. Or they don't even doesn't even say you got this. He just
Sorry,
says,
which organization?
Huskies.
Huskies.
Yeah. Huskies. Quake's not owning again. I don't think that's a surprise to anyone. I think Finn
and
doesn't
this is
want to,
something
and I think ACAT's done.
This is something exclusive. We were talking to Eggs on Toast, me and Golden Hunter. I think it might have been either Golden Hunter or Newly Bridge. And Eggs on Toast was saying that there's gonna be some major
I was there for that, yeah.
owner shakeups next season. So,
Yeah. The other thing to note is that we might go to a 10-team league next season.
yeah. Back
Which
to
is
the
something-
10-team league would be interesting. It ended up being a 9-team league because the Mayhem folded, so. Oh, but they're now relived in non-HL and they're doing great, so.
Yeah, I think I could totally see a 10-team league working out if there's the player base to do it. I would be really excited for that. Yeah, I don't know. It's very interesting to look at, but I do think there's a lot of toxicity in ownership that's probably going to disappear pretty soon here.
Yeah. All right, let's bring our next guest up. Shug 22, if he accepts it, that is.
He's currently getting his ass beaten by me.
I want to say that I don't think Eggcat is as bad of an owner as like it may seem like. I don't know if they will sack him just because they're going to be looking for owners, especially if they're adding 2 more teams next season. I think he was dealt a poor hand, and he did turn a team that was 1-3 to a playoff contender. So I don't know. In retrospect, yeah, obviously Rimouski's not at where they want to be.
That's like saying the Denver Broncos, right? They were like terrible at the beginning of the season, but then they turned around and they were close to a playoff team, but they didn't end up making the playoffs. I'm pretty sure.
I think, and I
No,
also
they
think
did
you
not.
got to take into consideration like what ACAT did nothing but hurt Oceanic in a lot of ways. Like they had Mavkaz on their team, they had Sue. There's a lot of good players that they had that for one reason or another just aren't there anymore. Like I called them the losers of trades because I truly believe they lost most of the trades they were involved with, other than like the Sue for Spray and Golden Hunter. I think that could have been a win, but they got rid of Spray for nothing, and then got rid of you for nothing.
Well, also to that point, a lot of it was after the shift in management, just like those players wanting to get out. A lot of those players
for
went
sure.
because of
Abdul too, yeah.
and outdoor and like and stuff like that. Like he has his hands were drawn because like you can't force a player to play. You
For
know?
sure. I
But-
think in some senses you can't, but in some you can as well.
I just
Like
feel
you
like
can't. But yes,
with
I do think it was
with a
not
full
great.
season, he could probably do something good because like he creates a great environment. I mean, like I don't know, I can't like I played for Newly Bridge this season. Obviously, Newly Bridge is one of the nicest people you can ever talk to, but like
Sorry.
you know, Ed Cat is he's very nice. He's not like a mean owner. He doesn't yell at you. Like he just wants to help you get better. So in that sense, I feel like it would be good to keep him around. I know he's planning on trying to own next season. So we'll see. I think he does deserve another shot.
See, that's what's so weird about the Aces organization. Jim Goat's very like rough and tough when he comes to like getting his team together. Like Newbridge is like trying to like nicely get his team together and like go team and like try to support his team. But like it's kind of like a complete contrast on the management side of the Aces if you think about it.
Yeah,
It was the same way with Polarov and Ed Cat.
I think the difference.
Polarov openly calls me bad every time I would get interviewed if he was up here.
Yeah,
I mean, calls me shit all the time. What do you mean?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, Polarov's not
so
very
that's
nice.
talk yet,
I mean, but Polarov is like one of the most toxic players in the league.
It's true. There's a reason he's muted.
Polarov never should have been in ownership and never should be. No offense to
Yeah.
them. There's a maturity gap between a lot of that, and like there's just players where I don't think
Alright, guys.
don't think they'll make it in
It's
there.
time to interview Fizz on his last days in the JBHL and how he feels. Fizz, welcome.
Hi, this is gonna be different, but how's it going, guys?
So how do you feel? This is your last JBHL season. You played your last game in a Huskies uniform, despite getting traded to Portland. What's the thought process here? I mean, it's your last time. I mean, you're on I won't lie to you. You're on two terrible teams.
Honestly, it's just been pure out of just anger because I didn't like the environment in Huskies. I didn't want to be there anymore. It just felt like Quake blamed everything on me. Like it just felt like he would shit on our props and I'll phase you to dog shit. Just straight up, just throw me under the bus. It's like, bro, I am the whole sole reason your team's like alive. Like,
Well, I
and
wouldn't
it's
say
just
that, but
I think
No.
one of the best tendies in the league.
we don't. Well, they don't have a second line. They only got a first line. Like,
Yeah,
and it's just like no, it's like not a good environment, and I just know for a fact my brothers cannot step up to that plate, and that's like as a not to be a dick, but like no, he's not.
he hasn't played.
No.
Is
Exactly.
fair
Well,
enough.
he's
is that part of the reason he didn't show today?
no, because he actually couldn't. He had other IRL things, but the
Okay.
thing is the thing is he has a lot of other things going on in his life, all the same as I do. So like he doesn't have the same commitment as I do, or enjoying much as it. So I can't say that he's going to be good or much because I've spent so much time trying to be better. He wants to be, but at the same time, it's like none of his main interest. I'm like nothing wrong with that. It's just I feel like if they're gonna ride or die on anybody, it should not be him. And that's not to be as I know him better than probably anybody in this BC does or in the whole league. And I just know that if he's not interested, he just doesn't do it. And I fear that the Huskies are gonna regret doing what they did to me because I'm gonna be honest with you, it was petty. I'm gonna be so honest, it was so petty. It's not like he wants an example. I could have gone to Dillos, I could have gone to Ramuski. I actually wanted to go to Ramuski because of Edcat, because I'm good friends with Edcat. Just because I know he'd be supporting. But or Dillos too, to be an out play out, just because why not? Like, but Quake's like, fuck that. You asked for a trade, I'll strip your seat, then quote unquote bench you, and then I'll fuck you over. Is basically what I said.
But to be
So-
fair, Fizz, you did openly diss his management skills and his clubhouse and everything
I
like
did,
that.
and that
You had to have expected.
I'm not gonna
something
lie
like
to you.
that to
I
happen.
expected that. That's kind of the reason I said that to get traded.
another thing to keep in mind, like I think that's a good thing to mention is attitude going into it, and I think you can always go into it with a different belief. And I think now that they have Vacula Beef as one of their coaches, like they don't have a brutal coaching staff. Like their team is kind of starting to gain traction. Obviously, I would like to see a deadline acquisition. I mentioned a few nights ago, I was like, I'd be really interested, depending on Oceanic's playoff race and how they're going, if they try and go for a Golden Hunter or a Shug. And let's see today that Golden Hunter was acquired for pretty cheap. I think the Huskies could have acquired the same deal there, or even get a Shug. And even if he's ineligible after round one of the playoffs, you still get a round of a guy who gives you a better chance than some of these newer players who just haven't had enough time to learn the game and learn chemistry and all the basic old head shit that you want to say, right? Like, I
Oh
don't know.
yeah, and I'm not saying like I did say those things to get traded. Yes, I did say them, but at the same time, I don't think the way that he handled it was fair. And also, Kuzi's not even here right now, so like, how is Kuzi gonna react when the guy that he asked to trade for got fucked over like that? How do you think his reaction is gonna be? Because he hasn't answered my DMs and he hasn't been in the chat. I wonder what kind of fucking storm he's gonna cause. Because like, I would be pissed as a like. I didn't respect. I said, "Hey, can I get traded?" And he just lost his shit on me. Like, I didn't even like be a dick while I said, "Hey, can I get traded?" Like, just to move for the deadline. Because in the back of my mind, I didn't feel like we were gonna go far. And I'm like, you know, if I'm gonna play, not gonna play is this my last year in JBHL? What's the point of playing on a team that's not gonna win? Like, or try to win, or go for it. And like, I didn't want to like lose because I didn't believe in the team. I wanted to like try to win. But end of the day, that's not what happened, and it's the unfortunate part about that is how my JBHL career will end. I got traded for Admirals, and I didn't play a single game for them, and out of playoffs. Same for the non-HL team.
I think the other interesting thing to take into consideration here is you were traded for Catholicism Rocks, and they're in a pretty good situation in the Nordiques organization. That was actually, like, in my opinion, one of the biggest, probably a top 5 trade because of how important that was for both organizations. Huskies gave up one of their best forwards in Catholicism Rocks, who definitely helped carry them to those one goal games that they were winning early on in the season. But also, Nordiques got rid of a goalie and forced them to eventually trade for Little Wool, who's been decent in relief. But I think the most interesting part of that is just like the consistent missteps and miscues from the Huskies organization. That I feel like I mentioned the same thing with Eggcat, and obviously it's hard to determine how a player will turn out after a month of game time. But I can't tell you many trades that the Huskies have clear cut won. I find most of the time that they've lost them, and it's just disappointing. Very disappointing.
Alright, that's all the time we have for this individual interview.
Thank you for having me, and hopefully, I'll be on a different side of this, not being cut from JBHL.
I'm ready for your nom career. It's gonna go
Yeah,
hard.
it's gonna have to wait till next season because I'm currently bench riding the BHL team.
That's fine.
Alright, have fun.
All right, thank you.
Oh, I cut him off a bit. Alright, next
Doug,
we
you
come
here?
to Shug, who I had server muted. Shug, please don't say any slurs. Please don't say. Okay. Great.
Please.
Shug.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts that of your team? What's the team morale after your big player Golden Hunter left?
I'm going in Elch on purpose.
Good. I mean,
Sure.
you've kind of won your way out of and played your way out of JBHL, which is not a bad thing.
Yeah, help the non team win.
Is it true that Golden Hunter's been absolutely mid on his non-HL team?
No.
It is true. He's lying. He's just saying that because we're teammates, or we were teammates. We are teammates still.
Your teammates.
You aren't mid.
Yeah, we were
Oh.
We're teammates on 2 teams now.
Okay, did he do awful?
I was really bad in the one game I started in that.
Hey,
You played in that in the first game that we made our appearance in against the Blues.
Oh yeah, that was
After-
Camdo crashed. I
Yeah,
only had to
after
make one
Camdo
save in that
crashed.
game.
Hell yeah.
You still did decently in goal.
I guess.
Um,
Thank you for gassing me up. I appreciate that.
Let's go back to actually JBHL and not glazing Golden Hunters. So, like I was saying, Galaxy Hockey. Like I was saying, Shug, like, how do you feel about your owner? Like, what's your relationship
don't
between
hate
you
them.
and Eggcat? Like, I know Golden Hunter said when earlier in the stream that when he was with Eggcat that he actually thinks Eggcat's a good owner, and that he's nice and everything. What's your side of this?
Eggcat's not bad. I don't really have any negative opinions on him as much. He still owes me 1K though.
W.
I won't go on Nelge if he pays me the 1K. I want my money. He
I
told me
think-
he told me like a month ago that he wanted to borrow 1K from me. He said he'd pay it back. Where's my money?
I think
Where's my money?
Money indeed. All right.
And he just got a lot of money from Newbly Bridge, so maybe he can pay you back if you bring it up.
Where's my? Oh, I need to tell ICAT where's my money.
one thing I want to bring up to you that obviously with Golden Hunter traded, I mean, you didn't have much time to react there, but I feel like Golden Hunter was on the block for a decent amount of time before the trade deadline hit. Were you
I
ever
sent
going to
you
ask
Danny-
for a trade out?
No, I was expecting Golden Hunter to still stay.
That's fair.
I kept on sending him the Ronaldo crying after the World
Mhm.
Cup meme, and Danny DeVito devastated me.
For sure. It's
Listen,
unfortunate because I feel like you could be on a team and perform great for
Listen,
that team.
don't get me wrong, okay? SCP isn't bad, Swaggy Buff isn't bad, but it just won't be the same.
Yeah, I mean, I think Golden Hunter is the better player. No
It'll
disrespect
never
to
be this.
SCP.
I
Just-
like SCP and Swaggy Buff, like they're good players, but it just won't be the same.
Mhm.
Yeah. So this may sound cringe. I don't know. Shug. Some call you Russell Wilson. Some call you Patrick Mahomes. This
I don't
guy
know
doesn't football,
anyone.
so it doesn't matter. Some call you
Going to
KJ
Mahomey there.
McCarthy. Some call you Connor Bedard.
I don't know
What
who
do
any
you
of
think
those
of
are.
yourself as?
I like to see myself as the background dude.
All right.
The
That's
who?
my last question. Have a good night, Shug, and thank you for
Get
not.
the
I'm gonna
fuck
cry
outta here.
myself. I'm gonna cry myself to sleep.
Thank you for not saying any slurs or anything bad, Shug. That was very.
He's getting he's learning. He's getting more media trained.
Now we're gonna bring up SCP 999V2 or SCP.
I didn't know SCP ever talked.
SCP talks, buddy boy. On his,
Alright.
if he wants to come up, that is. We'll wait a minute.
Otherwise, there's a Mingo, and Mingo's in a playoff race.
I don't know about you, but Mingos are not gonna win that playoff race.
They only got to score 3 goals on
Okay,
Huskies.
well, while we wait for SCP to come up soon, we're gonna bring up Beyblade 11. Welcome
Oh
to
my
Beyblade 11.
god.
Hi, Galaxy.
Hi, Beyblade 11. So, what are your thoughts on the current JBHL situation, the playoff race? You know, everybody devastatingly left
hold on.
Portland, and they became a disaster.
Oh, hold on. I gotta check something. Hold on. Standing. Okay. Oh dear Lord, this does not look okay. Oh, that's like a month ago. Here we go.
Okay, what are you yapping about?
Portland got a win.
Yeah,
I'm
they
talking
beat the
about-
Aces.
No way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
2-1.
2-1.
I
In
don't know how.
Alaska.
There's a no stamp game. We don't put any smoke on that.
All right. So all the yellow are in the playoffs. I assume. No. Okay. All right. No.
Yes, the teams with the yellow are in the playoffs.
All right.
And then
Pissed
there's still a fight for the last
Need
seed
somebody
between
peed on
Rimouski
them.
and the Mingos.
Means
So
somebody peed all
realistically,
over them.
this might be a surprise. Portland, someone has a shot.
No, they are mathematically
Yeah,
eliminated.
they literally cannot play.
But he does not.
No, hear me out. They got one chance.
No, they physically do not. They cannot make
They
the playoffs.
cannot
There's
make
not a.
the playoffs, Beyblade.
Why
Is
didn't
this
you
system
gamble?
run by wins or points?
It is impossible for them to make the playoffs.
Literally both.
If they score 30 points.
It
No,
is-
even then
Our-
they can't. Even then they
How do
can't.
you score 30 points?
Yeah, but let's
I've
say
seen it been done before.
theoretically they score,
There's 10 games.
and realistically they score 34 points.
Oh, you mean
And
goals?
they make the playoffs. What's not?
Yeah.
What's like? What's allowing them
put
to
Penley on
not
the
get
Admirals.
absolutely like smoked by any team in the playoffs?
Just hear me out. Put Penley on there.
All right. Well, I don't know. Maybe.
Beyblade, how was the Knights game? Did you end up going to the Knights game?
Oh yeah, first hockey game that was really nice.
The Knights?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are like shows, man.
They really are.
And those guys' goddamn pregame show.
Yeah.
Bro, it's gonna be 19
God damn.
degrees where I live soon. Why, dude?
-30 next week here.
17? Aw, dude,
38.
I'm looking at the
Oh,
broadcast.
man.
I'm looking at my.
I said, hey, man, well, what's up?
But honestly, for the playoff race, it should be fun. Honestly,
Buddy
it's
said,
either gonna
put
be the
me
Rim.
on a playoff team. Put me on the Admirals. All right, SCP is finally back. Thank you for your time, Beyblade, and thank you for filling in.
Oh, what? No, I want to stay. Oh,
Too late.
Damn.
SCP, how do you feel about your trade?
I didn't have much time to react to it, to be honest.
It's been like 2 hours. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's me.
So, are you motivated to get back at the Aces now that you've left, or is this kind of just like a peaceful goodbye, you know? Buddy.
Damn. To be honest, this isn't my first time. I mean, Noobly
Said that a few times.
Noobly sent me a DM about how I was on trade block with like 3 games into the season, and he
Damn.
said whether or not you can either go or you can stay, and I was like, I want to stay because I can hopefully try my best and do well on the Aces. I didn't think, but I said to him, it's like if I get traded, there's no hard feelings.
Yeah. So, SCP,
I mean-
what's your what's your goal now that you're on the Oceanic, now that you're probably going to get some good ice time at least, hopefully?
Play well.
All right.
I mean, Oceanic might, if they make the playoffs, first of all, which is an if, they don't control their destiny going forward. There's a good chance that they have a first round opponent of the Alaska Aces. I feel like Yellows and Huskies are kind of bound for a collision there, and Nordiques might be able to take over that second seed. How do you feel about the possibility of facing your former team in the first round of the playoffs?
I mean, that'd be kind of interesting. I mean, obviously the Aces have history, and being on the team or playing like I think around 6 games with the team. I'm pretty sure I only ever missed like 2 or 3, so I played like 5 or 6 games. It'd be interesting to say the least.
All right. Thank you for your time, SCP.
Yeah. I can't disagree with that. I think that should be a very interesting.
I just told you,
It's
thank you for
matchup.
your time. Why are you just adding on?
I'm
You're
saying
extending the
I'm
interview, buddy.
finishing it. I'm finishing it off. I'm just saying I think that'd be a very interesting
You wish you know how to
combination
Alright.
because SCP mentioned the expectations for the Alaska Aces, the dynasty, a team that's three-peated. There's some expectations for them to go deep.
We'll do a quick interview here, and then we'll do a couple more. Let's make this quick. Up and coming prospect Spines will come up now. Hello, Spines.
Yo, what's good, guys?
What's up?
I'm
Mavcaz,
next
you're
up.
next. Don't worry. And then it's ours. Then it's Beyblade.
Bring up Mavkaz. Bring him up. Bring him up.
All right. Let's go. Let's bring Mavcaz up. So, Spines, you're an up and coming prospect. What team would you most likely
hell
want to
yeah.
go up to?
You know, I've always been a big fan of the Alaska Aces. You know, big name club. So I'd like to play for them one day.
Yeah, and let's look beyond that. Where do you wish you want to go for where do you want to go beyond JBHL? What BHL team would you want to be on?
You know, there's 3 teams that I have in mind now. Like the Storm look pretty good, so I would like to maybe get drafted by them. Boston. I would also like to play for Boston, and tough question. I think the Blues could also use some help too, so I would also like to play for them.
Yeah, the Blues could really use some help. They got that good win today too, so that's nice.
Oh yeah.
I was in the stands. I was supporting that Blues team against the
Oh.
Grizzlies.
I've been grinding recently, so hoping to play for one of those 3 teams in the future.
Yeah,
That's the goal, that's the goal.
what do you think about the recent JBHL games?
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't watch, but I've heard good things about the Lions. They're apparently pretty shiesty, so go Lions, I guess. And the Nordiques are my number 1 team to win the cup, of course. Gotta go with the Nordiques.
Gross.
What do you mean
Gross. The French.
The French.
Shut up.
Merci beaucoup.
Alright. Thank you, Spines.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Have a great JBHL career.
You too, man.
What's so funny?
I'm not gonna have a good JBHL career. I don't know what this guy's yapping about. Alright.
Nah, he's gonna be great. He's gonna be up and coming.
I'm not going to have a good JBHL career. He will. Alright.
No.
Mav
Galaxy,
Kaz.
your career's been awesome so far.
Yeah.
He has a similar name to this guy. He owned the Palm Beach Barracuda. I'm kind of confused. I swear he coached the team that lost 18-2 to the Alaska Aces last season. I'm probably thinking of someone else. It's fine.
Yeah.
False. Yeah. Oh, my bad. My bad, gang. I thought you were someone else. So Mavkaz, shut up, Royal. Stop yapping. All right. Like I said.
Oh, I forgot Royal was on Palm Beach last season.
Mavkaz.
Yo, in my opinion.
Mavkaz. The man
Yes.
himself.
Hello.
The man himself. All right. I just did that to annoy Golden Hunter, but it didn't annoy him.
That was supposed to annoy me?
Yeah, remember how you said... Oh, wait, that was my friend IOL. Oh. I was messing with my friend one day, and I just started because he said his mom would, repeat things that she's already said. Like, she would go, "You're so cool," "You're so cool, Golden Hunter." Then continues.
No one's ever said that.
"You're so cool,
That's
Golden
just
Hunter."
not even
again.
true, Doomer.
Yeah.
Anyone ever said that about you?
Taken down from the
No,
Me and Doom are getting in a fist fight after JBHL tonight.
True.
We have beef now.
St. Louis
We're fighting
alleyway.
for
You
that
want me to give
third
you the
line
address?
center.
I
St.
get
Louis.
a mean right hook.
Yeah,
Is Cincinnati the same area as St. Louis? Same state? No,
okay,
right?
He's getting taken off of this stage.
No,
He's
I can't.
getting taken off of this stage. I cannot believe this man just said what this.
Yep,
what he
bring
just
Beyblade
said.
up to replace him. Bring Beyblade up to replace him. Beyblade's new co-host.
All right, so Mavkaz.
Yeah.
How do you feel about your recent trio pack performance where you didn't score any points?
Hey,
The guy season is guys, did you win?
Respectfully, can you shut the fuck up?
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh god, damn.
Hey, you let Galaxy Hockey score. That's kind of confusing. Aren't you?
Calm down here now.
I'm just joking. Sorry, that was mean.
Damn.
Okay, he's still.
But it's not a game, so I don't really care. It doesn't define me.
So.
Do you play goalie?
No, he plays skater.
Okay, good. I guess it
Mavkaz,
halfway defines you.
So.
Beyblade, he
what do you
scored
think
like
about the
9
recent
goals
Golden
in 3
Hunter addition
games.
to the team?
Damn.
What?
What do you think about the Golden Hunter addition to the team?
I didn't really know what was happening, so I don't really have an opinion on it. He'll probably help us in the future, so
probably.
okay. I don't know where what line he's gonna be put on. Is my question because
the Galaxy Hockey line. You
Yeah,
hear
Golden
about
Hunter and Galaxy Hockey.
so are we having
Actually,
three
it's
lines?
Little Galaxy Hockey and Galaxy
Oh yeah, my
Hockey.
fault. Little Galaxy Hockey and Galaxy.
Galaxy
Oh,
Hockey
no.
is gonna have the lockup defense.
Because,
Little
yeah, I mean-
Galaxy Hockey is gonna be the
Galaxies, you
best
changing
forward
it?
in the
Oh
land.
no.
Golden Hunter changed his name to Little Galaxy Hockey. Yes.
Golden, what were you thinking? That's such a good name.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I looked into it, and my name, Golden Hunter 86, is locked away for 37 days, and then I can change my name after 30 days. So I have 7 days after I can change my name to get my name back.
Oh no. Oh
No one can
no.
steal my name for 30 days.
I
37
could.
days. You can't. It's locked for 37 days.
Oh, who says I was gonna put 8 in there?
Oh well, yeah. You can just.
I would've
Okay,
hear me out.
let's get off of the Little Galaxy Hockey conversation. Back to Mavkaz, the star of the show. So Mavkaz, how do you feel going into the playoffs now? Because you're locked into the playoffs. So
honestly, I feel pretty confident because we got a great squad built around us. Since I've been here, the only loss was to the Admirals, which I really don't believe that defines us. Even though, okay, I know it's to the fucking Admirals. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Hey,
None
I'm
of us
allowed to hate
look-
on the Admirals.
Like, all right, I'm gonna stop talking there. Anyways, we got some great additions to our team going into the playoffs. I feel like we're a strong team. And I've really got some opponents that I really want to knock out of the playoffs here, especially on the Lions here. I want to knock out Josh and Outduel.
Never heard of them.
Mavkaz.
Yeah.
Some call you Patrick Mahomes. Some call you
Look at little
JJ
Mahomie.
McCarthy. Some
All right,
call
you did the
Joe
you did
Burrow.
the same thing to
Some
the last
call
guy.
you Joe Flacco. What do you think defines you as a player?
I don't think anyone's called me any of those, but
well,
we'll go with
Joe Burrow.
Oh my
Patrick
God,
Mahomes.
logicals and
We'll go with Patrick Mahomes because I really like to set out some great passes for my teammates. Get the assists. I like to sidearm. Curve my puts into the goals. And, yeah.
All right, thank you for your time, Mavkaz. Next
a
up
little
will
Mahomie
be
there.
One Skater Trenches. I got you.
I would have rather took, what was his name? Oh God, what's that one guy's name? Trevor Lawrence.
He lost.
Trevor Lawrence is mid.
All right, we're
He's
bringing
better
up
than
logical.
Mahomes.
Interview logical.
How many?
Hello, logical.
I don't like Mahomes, but how many Super Bowls has?
Bro, all Mahomes falls. What a good play by Mahomes.
Hello, logical.
Hello. I don't like Mahomes, but like he's
Thank
good.
you.
So.
I agree with that statement.
How you doing, logical?
I'm good.
That's good. Glad to hear. So
Yeah.
Dillos, how you feeling?
Hold on.
I'm feeling good about the Dillos.
Hold on. Thank you guys for joining us on the JBHL Tonight stream. This is our cap because I gotta play a Trenches queue. Thanks for
Oh, no,
joining us and see you
keep
guys
talking.
on the stream.
All right.